This game's kinda mid, not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, COVID hit. Yeah, that's my excuse for the 11 hours straight. Yeah. So, I've had Starbound for a while now, right? Like, I have drawings from middle school, but no way, Jose, I'm not showing them. They're from like the 6th grade, and y'all know they don't come close to the absolutely amazing quality of these videos. But after all these years of playing Starbound, little me was not the Chad I'll surely be any day now. Anyways, I was the epitome of pitiful, but this game was scary as a youngin'. Like, there's this hemorrhoid slug monster on the moon, and it's scarier than it sounds. It was very horrifying to me, at least. Like, I would have never set foot on the moon again if the developers hadn't put the only source of fuel right smack dab in the middle. So rest assured I was saving on gas like it cost $7 a gallon, cause my heart rate depended on it. Well, at least I had DA Games and the Living Tombstone to keep me sane. But other than my based middle schooler music taste, the game apparently has music. And it's pretty good. The music is so good, in fact, that my mom used to boot up Starbound just to listen to the title screen music. And look at who has 500 hours on Starbound now. Birds. Love 'em or hate 'em, they're in this game, and they all want to kill you simultaneously. Aw, cute. Now there's one bird that really wants to kill you, and let me tell you, he looks pretty cool and I like him. So, there's these balls you can megamorph into later in the game, but they don't do much. Their defensive capabilities are about as much as a school tornado drill, and they really just make you slightly smaller. You also kinda turn into Sonic if you're going downhill, but for me, they only speed up rigor mortis. I mean, at least the death by falling sound's pretty funny. Side note, I looked up Starbound Death by Falling sound and I almost went down the most terrible YouTube rabbit hole I've ever seen. I didn't mention it before, but the abilities are unlocked by an obstacle course. The ball one is super easy. Like, I did that in 0.001 milliseconds without breaking a sweat. But the one for the dash ability was horrible, and it wasn't even my fault. The entire thing was just me versus CPU, and that thing was an uphill battle for the longest time, let me tell you. Alright, the core of every planet is infinite magma, so one time I just dug right through. And that's on me, but like, sometimes when you beam up to your ship, the ship just evaporates, and I'ma be honest, I don't think I did that, that's on the game. These things are crazy, and kinda common, at least if you're not completely oblivious. They're filled with death traps and lava pits and parkour. Whoa, Alec, that sounds so awesome. Nah, this one traumatized me. Alright, so one of the portals led to a room with a cat and a rabbit. Let's call them Bogus and Jeremy for emotional attachment. Now, 6th grade me was a massive cat fan, so... But there are these Pokeball things. Let's call them what they are. They're 100% Pokeballs. And I was gonna use them to bring Bogus back with me, so I lowered his health. Except when I got him to 2 bars, I was like, gotta put him at 1 bar. I was never the same. That, no joke, haunted me for years after. By the way, if anyone has a Starbound tale they would like to spin, put it in the comments because I like stories. And the game. And engagement. So more on little me playing Starbound. I am a fishing fiend, and little me was a hardcore gamer, so best believe I was up at 4 AM catching 16x16 1080p fish, but there was one that eluded me. The chucklefish, the rarest fish of all, and I saw it, if not for a second. But as I was taking my shot, a measly commoner fish caught a whiff of my dopamine hit and snatched the line, and just like that, the chucklefish delved deeper back into the abyss. You don't see me chuckling. Alright, so it's a game. Y'all probably want to know how hard I think it is. And it really depends. On survival mode, if you get lost deep underground, you're out of luck. Plus cringe, plus ratio. And you have to manage food on top of that. It's like real life. I don't know if you know this, but the food is goofy, bruh. I'd leave my computer for like 4 hours to go eat lunch or something. I don't know what 12-year-old me did when I wasn't on the gamer grind. And then I'd come back to my computer and be like, Oh no, I guess I forgot to pause. And then I'll look in my inventory and all my food will just be piles of green goop, and then it's... what? Come on! Everything was alright like a minute ago. But if you play on casual mode, I don't know what that says about you as a person. Like, you basically delete everything hard about the game, so there's no penalty to dying, you can beam back up to your ship whenever, and food is literally useless. But like, even with survival mode being hard sometimes, the game is just super easy with healing items. Like, way too easy. There's no cooldown, and the highest tier heals you up to full in not even a second. Oh, that's why he was playing this at, I don't know, age 5. But no, I'm a one-use items hater, so you best believe I went through the whole game with like 5 bandages and a whole lot of food. Yeah, I still used food. Poser. Alright, this one goes out to all the Starbound devs. I know you're watching this because you're certainly not working on the game. So there's definitely a spot for another playable race on that gate in the outpost. I'm not OCD, I just think it would fit, right? Yeah? Uh-huh. Anyways, I'm probably not the first to make a suggestion, but I'm not like the other gamers. I've been brainstorming for years that there needs to be a race of Mongolian dragons. Case 1. There hasn't been a new race in a while, and I think a lot could be done with it. Case 2. Dragons are cool, I guess. I don't know, I think ducks are cooler, but I'm probably alone in that prospect. Case 3. I have a plastic pencil and virtual paper, so I'm clearly the best fit to design a key part of the game. Actually, scratch that last part. Anyways, I of course like Starbound and recommend it. It really gives a completely different experience from Terraria. I didn't mention the story once, but it does in fact have one. And I still think it has huge potential, even with it being 6 years old. Like the video if you liked it, of course. That's about it for Starbound. See you later.